who talking shit about me and my situation get the out of here. You act like I'm the only bitch that's been cheated on. All you motherfucking bitches been cheated on. All y'all celebrity bitches, fat bitches, skinny model actress bitches. All you motherfuckers, get the fuck out of here. Don't act and don't play like I'm the only bitch that been cheated on. Y'all motherfuckers, please, okay? My shit is just on TV, and I was real about my shit. I ain't fucking lie. I told the goddamn truth. So fuck y'all and your fucking opinions about me and my motherfucking life. I'ma handle mine how I handle my shit. You handle yours how you handle yours. If you wanna lie and be fake about it, do you. I'ma tell the mother truth, bitch. How about that? Okay?
We didn't know Klay Thompson before Meg Thee Stallion. We didn't know Stefan Diggs before Cardi B.
We? We.
And while these guys have more money than these girls have social and global influence. Meg Thee Stallion made Klay a global star, whether he wants to admit or not. These men...
She thinks she eating.
Men like to use these women for come-ups and for social status because, like, don't ever get it twisted.
She really thinks she eating.
The girls, social currency...
You think you're eating?
...is still a currency. If you are well-known in your circle and you are well-respected, a guy can use that for social come-up because being with you makes him look good. If Meg Thee Stallion is...
She's not saying anything wrong per se, but to use that here is definitely super-duper 100% wrong.
Dating him, he must be popping. He must be giving guys. You need to be very, very careful because guys are users just like girls. I would even say more. A guy knows when he has a woman that he can use to make himself look better. And I think sometimes
look better. So she's missing the point. It seems like she doesn't know her history. So let's just go just a little bit down. Actually, we're not even going to go that far. Just by the people Meg have dated. Meg Thee Stallion herself has dated. We're just going to go with the people off the top because a lot of them are just like rumors. You look at a little list and pictures of people she dated here. What's true and what's not. But we know Partisan Fontaine. We didn't know him like that, right? Okay, maybe did something for Partisan Fontaine. I knew who he was because I'm in the music. But at the same time, a lot of people didn't know who he was. Oh, he's a writer. He wrote for Cardi B or whatever, blah, blah, blah. Tory Lanez. Didn't do nothing for him. Tory Lanez was already Tory Lanez. And despite that whole court situation that went on with him, guess what? That put a temper on her audience and a little bit on his audience. But a lot of her audience turned against her. And then you get the declining album sales, the ticket sales. It put a sour taste in a lot of people's mouths. G-Eazy, way back in the day. Like, G-Eazy was already famous before Meg. More people knew who G-Eazy was at that time than Meg, right? But since we get to now, Klay Thompson, who has been destroying championships since 2015 with, with like Steph Curry, you know what I mean? I think, how long has he been on the Warriors? 2011. So Klay Thompson's been that guy. So when Meg Thee Stallion got with Klay Thompson, do you know what everybody says since all that crazy, that's what, oh, Klay Thompson got with Meg. Meg got with Klay Thompson. Oh, whoa, hold on. You know what? That didn't do anything for his image. That actually kind of tarnished a little bit of his image. And everybody's like, yo, Meg going out with Klay Thompson. Oh, that's not a good look. Oh, he better be careful. Oh, that's going to be over. Nothing good came out of that. So I don't know what the hell she's talking about. Now, as far as people being famous, there's a lot more people that are famous over in the UK than she knows about that actually we don't care about here. There's people that are known here but are more popular overseas. At the same time, it's like, what percentage of women in the UK are watching American sports? Because around over 30% of women in the US watch basketball, just American sports alone, you know, regarding NFL and NBA, just the two, right? American women know who Klay Thompson is just off of how popular Steph Curry is. Come on now.
Insecurity that we have in ourselves do not allow us to see what we are actually worth, what our currency is. But a man can see it. A man can see your value economically before you.
This didn't do nothing for Klay Thompson's value when he got with Meg Thee Stallion. It just put a sour. It up his appearance for you? It didn't do shit for him. It didn't do nothing. I'm pretty sure Meg Thee Stallion herself didn't even ask for this to happen. She's like, what the hell? All right, I know he cheated on me, but goddamn, y'all are a little crazy. You're talking about Klay. Like, what? People looked at this relationship in a bad light in the first place.
And it does not even need to be money. It's status, it's reputation. When you're around his friends, how does you standing next to him make him feel and look?
Not good. As you can see, your ass don't even live over here. Stay over there, man.
But because a lot of us are insecure, a lot of us don't see ourselves the way the outside sees us. That's why a guy can pick you and you could be like, oh my God, he picked me. He's a money man. He's this. No, he picked you because you have status, because you have social currency, and because you're that.
Climbing at 30 knots. Hey-oh, we moving now.
Now, this is back in 2019. This did more for Klay Thompson being known than Meg, if this even did anything. Come on now.
Drake, artist of the decade. Damn, that's impressive. We had a little beef, you know. We had the city turned up. That's my last taste of hoops, man. NBA Finals. I miss it. There's nothing like the finals, you know. Nothing like it.
Before Meg the Stallion.
Who do these people be? Huh?
I don't know either.
Who the fuck do these people be?
First
thing this lady says is we didn't know Klay Thompson before Meg the Stallion.
This relationship did more for her than it did for Klay. Because we didn't know who the hell you was. Now you just popped up out of nowhere.
Lady, what the fuck is you talking about? Who is we? Is she talking about the 5-time NBA champion?
About the Splash Brother, bro.
The Splash Brother?
That's what I think she's talking about.
You're not even in our country, baby. Why is you in other countries' business? Huh? You ain't even fuck mine and some business that's yours. This ain't even your country business. You shouldn't be making tea and crumpets with the opposition.
Okay, I'm not gonna say all that, but okay. These the oppositions. I ain't doing all
And
that.
I shall dare to say, Queen Elizabeth will not be happy with your decision.
He's stupid.
And I've been trying to tell y'all about these athletes. I've been trying to tell y'all about these athletes. These can't be trusted.
The day is April 25th, 2022, and Meg the Stallion had not really talked about what happened with the shooting with Tory Lanez in 2020, but she would reveal a lot of details about the incident with Gayle King on CBS Mornings. Now, Meg the Stallion would be quite emotional throughout the entire interview until she was asked this question.
Did you have an intimate relationship with him?
Like sexual?
Yeah.
At this point, it seemed
It was crazy when she said no. I said, ain't no goddamn way. I know in the back of her head, her conscience was fighting. Her conscience was fighting with her own existence. Like, girl, what the hell?
Meg the Stallion was unprepared for such a question. And so she thought about it. And when she hesitated, Gayle King would pick back up the pace or apply the pressure. So Gayle King would have no problem reiterating herself.
Megan, did you have a sexual relationship with Tory Lanez? Yes, that's my question.
I didn't have a sexual relationship with Tory.
And Meg the Stallion would then say, as you heard, I have not had sexual relationships with Tory Lanez.
Stop the cap.
Rewind. Now, it's important to note at this particular time, Meg the Stallion was in a committed relationship with Partisan Fontaine, and he used to go hard for her, even going back and forth with Tory Lanez, the man that shot her allegedly at that time period. This is how dedicated he was to her. But then Megan Thee Stallion relationships always have a propensity to. Partisan Fontaine and Meg Thee Stallion would find a way to end that relationship in 2023. And by the end of that same year, they would exchange some diss tracks. By November 3rd, 2000.
There was a lot of dissing going on, a lot of alcohol problems, a lot of throwing hands, a lot of breaking things, a lot of getting physical.
23, Meg Thee Stallion.
Even if you know about the stories before, I think she told this story herself years ago when she first got on in a really early interview of before she did her first South by Southwest, before SSSW. I always get tongue twisted and tongue tied when I say that. South by Southwest performance, like her first performance is crazy. But it was like her first performance there, right? When she was like first blowing up. And I think she was talking about how an ex-boyfriend showed up. And I think she found out that he was cheating. It was something along. Anyway, basically, the ex-boyfriend showed up, popped up, and she ended up getting into a physical altercation with him, allegedly. The police came, had her arrested because he claimed that she hit him. Now all this stuff is going on in people are starting to believe the ex-boyfriend from years ago who nobody knows who the hell he is. Maybe people by now figured out who it is. I don't know. People were snooping around on the internet detectives and everything else. But at the same time, from her past situations that we don't know about, that she said, that she talked about, physical altercations with exes and things like that, people are starting to believe the exes. That's how crazy her image got. And so when Klay Thompson got with her, that's what I was saying earlier, it wasn't a good look for him particularly. Everybody was chomping down on it. DJ Academics said, yo, this is only going to last till whatever season. And they're actually breaking up the time DJ Academics predicted that they were going to break up.
Released a diss track called Cobra. And this was primarily a song about her mental health and resilience. She would imply that Partisan Fontaine cheated on her, which led to a massive wave of online backlash against him. But on November 17, 2023, approximately exactly 2 weeks later, Partisan Fontaine would come back with The Person. Now, this 5-minute response was to clear his name, and he would have allegations that she lied to him also in the Gayle King interview. And I know you want to know what I'm talking about, right?
Yes, I lied to Gayle King. I probably know that you're going to ask me about that. I was going to talk about the shooting. Why'd you ask me about Tory? That's not what this is about. Even if I was, I like once. Maybe twice.
She just didn't lie to Gayle King. She lied to her boyfriend about sleeping with Tory Lanez also.
And if you remember the altercation, they almost got into a goddamn fight. Actually, no. Tory Lanez and Partisan Fontaine didn't almost get into a fight. Did they? I think they almost got into a fight, but I think the baby almost got into it with this nigga too.
That's hard. By August 2024, Meg Thee Stallion had moved on from her relationship with Partisan Fontaine. She was now dating, at the time, Chicago Bulls forward Torrey Craig, and that lasted all of 8 months.
I didn't even know about that. See, you could have did something for him. Not no goddamn Clay.
Damn.
But no sweat, because Meg Thee Stallion got right back on the bike just 3 months later and improved her marketplace value by dating Dallas Mavericks star and 4-time NBA champion Klay Thompson.
Well, Ben said 5. He said 4. I'm thinking this may be 4.
Now at
it's 4. It's 4. 4-time champion.
This time, so many sisters was praising Meg Thee Stallion. She got the man of her choice. She leveled up. And this is important because Klay Thompson, who is mixed, by the way, doesn't have a strong history of dating Black American women or Black women in particular. But as you can see, he was very affectionate towards her, seemed like he loved her a lot, and he was even checking dudes who was disrespecting her. Everything was looking well, right?
He's right,
Until...
Pick that picture up with it. Was that a fake picture when they had the key? It was a picture of a key, and people were saying it was like Meg Thee Stallion and Klay Thompson got a house together or some shit like that. Was that a fake picture or a real picture?
Oh, a few hours ago, Meg Thee Stallion put up this particular message on Instagram. Had me around your whole family, playing house, got cold feet, holding you down through all of your horrible mood swings and treatment towards me during your basketball season. Now you don't know if you can be monogamous. B, I need a real break after this one. Bye, y'all.
Damn.
He made her sound like a dude.
Damn.
Made her sound like an old man that's been smoking cigarettes.
My. Meg Thee Stallion was left heartbroken and lost. And so much so that her fans came to her defense.
She was at every game posted up courtside. My God. Had him has her date at the foundation dinner. I hate this for her so much. Because we know what the last couple of men she's been with, they have just been embarrassing her. And this one got the nerve to embarrass her. Mind you, we had never seen her call out the man for cheating like this. It's never been on the main. I hate this for her, but honestly, there's a better person out there for her. Could be a man, could be a woman. She deserves so much better than this, because,
Now, I thought this particular person was very interesting because she brought up some interesting points. She was at every game. All the men she has been with was embarrassing her, even Klay. And of course, the most interesting component of that, she deserves so much better than this. And there is a better person for her out there, even if that person is a woman.
Boy, y'all sit your stupid ass down.
So y'all remember that whole case to where apparently she was in a car with another woman and made the cameraman film. Isn't that what she's being sued for? And the vehicle was apparently moving at that.
You think you is?
And I think that's very interesting. Like, in my honest opinion.
Now, there's a difference between women actually wanting to date women and women wanting to be intimate with another woman. I know most of the girls I know, they all like being with other girls, like having fun, not so much dating. That they don't really go that far, but they do like sleeping with other women.
Don't get me wrong. You shouldn't be in a relationship with somebody.
If they did, I wouldn't care. It wouldn't bother me at all.
If you don't think that you can be faithful. But this is interesting coming from Meg Thee Stallion, who has a history of not being faithful herself. Meg Thee Stallion does lie, has no remorse for lying, and she has done stuff even worse than just lie. How do we know this? Rewind. Meg Thee Stallion would fall out with her best friend, Kelsey. And don't worry, she would treat Kelsey with the same respect she treat everybody else.
Now, real quick, Kelsey has a whole diss song. I think this is a real diss song. This is before people were going crazy with this AI music. I haven't heard anybody say it's AI, but go Kelsey Meg Thee Stallion diss. And she released this days after the Tory Lanez shooting. Days when everybody was feeling sorry for Meg. Kelsey wants Meg dead and said, if it was me shooting a gun, you'd be dead. And Kelsey did not apologize, so no remorse, so nothing. Which people listen to that, and today they go, "Oh no, Kelsey had to do it." I think Kelsey tried to kill Meg that night. This is another piece of evidence. Was people think, "Oh, Kelsey actually did do it. She wanted to kill her." You know what I mean? That whole night, this is when Meg's image just started to go down the drain.
How would she do it? Well, she would drop a diss track against her on her album Good News, and that first track was called Cobra. And she would allege a whole lot of things. Number one, that Kelsey was jealous of her. But Kelsey would not just take that sitting down, because Kelsey would come back with some other allegations of her own.
If anybody's a narcissist, it's you. And I don't want, my intentions isn't to mess up nobody's image, nothing like that. I've been trying to move on with my life, actually. Only time I reply to something is when somebody sends some shit to me, some hate shit to me on purpose, intentionally. And y'all see it.
Not only is she upset with Meg Thee Stallion, she calls her a narcissist. But wait, there's more.
So, the truth is, in your song, I think you said, I want the I want the I don't know what the fuck, I want the you got or some shit. We all know that I ain't never wanted none of your It was really, come to find out, your ass was fucking behind my back that I was on first. And that ain't right, because you supposed to be you supposed to be my best friend. We laugh at that do that shit to each other. We not supposed to do that shit to each other.
And Tory went along with it and took it.
She accuses Meg Thee Stallion of not only being deceitful, but sleeping with her man at the time, which was Tory Lanez. That's right, because Tory Lanez had a relationship with Kelsey, and Meg Thee Stallion went behind her back and took her guy.
Damn.
There's a whole nother part of this.
Shake it with the best of them. Do you really think it's that hard for Klay Thompson to find someone else of her ilk? And again, cheating is never the right thing to do, but my problem is always, oh, how could he cheat on this woman? She's so attractive, as if this man doesn't have access to other attractive women.
Now, here's the sad part. Meg Thee Stallion is acting like Klay Thompson can't go out there and just get somebody else.
It's Klay Thompson, bro. We looked at Meg as if Meg came up. If you remember what he said earlier, Meg was the one that came up. Klay Thompson didn't come up. I'm gonna say it again. Klay Thompson, that was. You can say by looks, like, okay, he dated Meg. Okay, in a sense, you can say Klay came up, but that was ultimately a bad look, mostly amongst the men and some women that did agree with me. Like I said, Meg Thee Stallion didn't ask for all this. She didn't. I'm pretty sure, like I'm gonna say this again, I'm pretty sure she's calling everybody else dumb that's saying she did. I didn't do shit for Klay Thompson. What the hell?
And then also,
And again, this is the same guy where like weeks ago, y'all were literally like, I love how he lets her be her. Oh my gosh, he loves her down. You know, light-skinned men, they love dark-skinned women down. Like that was y'all, that's what you were saying.
Let's go back to this. Klay Thompson is an NBA player, 4 NBA championships. He's half black and half white, which means that he has an enormous amount of value amongst black men, and he has enormous amount of value over white men, which means that Klay Thompson has so much value in the dating market and more options than Meg Thee Stallion. She was actually
just maybe not on Pop the Balloon that much. Because Pop the Balloon, you hear how many times, I don't date light skins, I don't date light skins, I don't date light skins. That's what they say on camera until you meet them outside.
Dating out of her league. This whole idea that Klay Thompson was just letting her do whatever she wanted, and it was okay until it wasn't. You see, the attitude that Meg Thee Stallion has, it will get you into relationships, but it won't keep you with a man who has a whole bunch of options. So he exercised them. Now, Meg Thee Stallion is crashing out because she wanted more from the relationship, but didn't have enough to give. And this is typically what happens to a lot of women, regardless of their financial standing, when they date a man that has more optionality than them. That man is not gonna stay there and accept you as you are. He'll do it for a little bit. I mean, you'll
now look up the video clips and the pictures, go on Twitter, X or whatever, and you see all of these things. You know, people start gathering stuff, you know, that they seen. You'll see Klay Thompson like this. Look at my face like this. And Meg just like, howling, going crazy. And Klay Thompson is next to her just like this, like, oh man, I want to go home. You should see the stuff under there people are saying. It's crazy.
Get to go to Dubai trips. You'll get to do certain things. Yeah, because you're fun to be around. You won't make the sacrifices to go to the next level. You might even get to see his family, but you're not wife material. And you think that you're wife material because you really believe that. And some guy comes around in your life and makes you believe that what you have right now is okay. But it's not, because some men don't want to waste their time telling you to change or telling you that you should do this and do that. They know that you're not accountable, and it's just easier to just leave somebody like this. And this is what he did. Now you're upset with him, and then the problem with this is, man.
Hold on, did he leave or she leave? She left, right? I think she left and then exposed him. I'm not sure how that went, but I'm pretty sure later on down the line, Klay Thompson's going to do a podcast and really say, maybe years from now, this is why I really broke up with Meg, or he's going to take it to the grave. I don't know. He might not be that type of person that really expose no chicks out. Like he don't have a history in doing that at all. I don't think he's going to. I think he's going to focus back on his career.
You've already made it very bad for another guy to deal with you. This is the same mistake that Cardi B made. As soon as something didn't go her way,
come on, that's not even going to her.
She goes public with it, bashing the guy, and the other guys who would be interested in you mark you off as a person that will expose.
No, people want to hit. The only thing with Cardi B is I already knew this because there was already rumors and stuff going around about him sleeping with. He was known allegedly to sleep with other dudes' girls, baby mamas, wives, and shit like that. It was a whole thing that was already going around before he got with Cardi B. So everybody, Cardi B maybe just messing around with him, just having some fun on the side, right? No, she decided to actually start dating him. Everybody was like, oh shit. Nah, Cardi, we ain't even rocking with this from the jump. He was known to already be worse than Offset before she got with him. And for some reason, she just went ahead with it. Why? We'll never know. She's probably gonna take that to the grave too. I do what I want, bitch. Blah, 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 blah. You know, she be getting
relationships and you're just unhealthy to be with. And that's exactly why Cardi B can't get a guy to be faithful to her. That's exactly why she can't. And again, it's back to dealing with dusty rappers and broke begging dudes because you don't deserve a shot at the top. It wasn't that he left you because he was cheating. It was that this is what you deserve. If you believe in certain things called karma, then that could be the case. But let's say you don't believe in karma. You're just not that competitive to make a man say no to his options. And this is exactly what happens when women date out of their league. You may feel that you deserve something in life because you're special. And goddamn it, you are special. Every human is special. You're not as special as you think to a guy who just doesn't need you. Klay Thompson don't need Meg Thee Stallion to be happy. He can get somebody else, and he understands that. Sometimes it's better off to drop them off where you found them.
Woo!
Klay Thompson could also be known as a sniper. Snipers, if you listen to the Joe Budden podcast, snipers are people that have a roster of all baddies, all the girls that you ever seen that you wanted in your dreams. They've been had by people that you just know, that I hit that, boom, 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 boom. People you would never know they slept with. But if you speak to certain people, you're like, oh, everybody in the industry has been with everybody. You never know who's linking up with who or whatever. But just to go off of what he said earlier about Meg never taking accountability. In the whole Tory Lanez situation, the only people that were harmed that night were all women. Harmed by who? Meg fought Kelsey, allegedly. You tried to fight Kylie Jenner. You cussed her out, disrespected her in her own house, right? Amongst other things, it was all women that Meg pretty much verbally abused, physically abused, assaulted. She never apologized one time, or the people that really needed an apology, not Tory Lanez. Meg should have apologized to the women. My bad, her and Kelsey won't kill each other now, or whatever. That ain't gonna happen. But at least to Kylie Jenner, at least to her, she invited you in her house. She had to kick you out. You tried to fight her, screaming match, try to get her a security guard. Like, at least that. And notice how everybody in Meg's friend circle started to disappear. Like, her stylist don't mess with her no more. Her old bodyguard don't mess with her no more. Allegedly, she tried to say, there's a whole bunch of stuff that just put Meg in this negative, messed up light. And then Clay got with him. That didn't do nothing for him. That just dragged him down. And it was a big up for her. They were like, okay, Meg, people were looking at this for a new chance for Meg to really redeem her. Okay, she got a good one. Yeah, all right, Meg, let's make this a good time. And then boom, look what happens. He cheated on her. Now everything's all discombobulated, all out of whack. You know what I mean? But at the same time, I'm going to say this again. Meg Thee Stallion did not ask for this shit to happen. This ain't doing nothing for Clay. Clay's chilling. Clay's probably like, oh, whatever. We'll shoot some hoops. Try to get another championship or whatever, right? Meg's at home probably talking to people, spending time with friends and family, trying to get this out of her head, trying to work herself through things. Like, damn, I didn't even ask. Like, I ain't do shit for Clay. I ain't make Clay famous. I mean, thanks, I guess, but no, this feels so wrong that even I disagree with y'all. So Meg didn't ask for this shit. All right, this is wild. Y'all crazy, man. Be safe.